Hello and welcome to this video where we'll be looking at the extremely exciting topic, the law of indices. So there are 6 laws, but in this video we'll be going through the first 4 laws. Stay tuned for the next video where we go through the other 2. So we're going to be looking at law number 1, which is a law we use when multiplying indices. So when we see indices like this and they're multiplied by each other, we've got to add them. So 4 add 5 equals 9. So your answer is going to be 3 to the power 9. And bear in mind, you can only do this when you have the same base. And the base is this big number. So if since they're both 3, we can just add the powers. So 4 add 5, which equals 9. We keep the base the same, and we put the power on top, which is 9. So you get 3 to the power 9. So for example, let's say we had 2 to the power 3 times 2 to the power 4. Because we've got the same bases, which is the big number, you just add the powers. So 3 add 4 equals 7. So you keep the base the same, which is 2. And then you've got the powers, which equals 7. So why does this work? So for example, 2 raised to the power 3 is 2 times 2 times 2. And 2 raised to the power 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals. And can we see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that equals 2 to the power 7, and that's why adding the powers works. So for law number 2, we're going to be dividing indices, and when you divide indices, you must take away the powers as long as they have the same base. So we've got 4 take away 2, so since they have the same base, we've got 3 to the power 2. So for example, if we had 8 to the power 9 divided by 8 to the power 3, then all we have to do is 9 take away 3, and then we have 8 to the power 6, because 9 take away 3 is 6. So why this works, for example, let's look at 3 to the power 4 divided by 3 to the power 2. So let's say if you write it out like this, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 divided by 3 times 3. So you know when we divide, we can just cancel out each other. So you just cancel out this, and then you can cancel out this, and then this just leaves you with 3 times 3, which also equals 3 to the power 2. So now we've got law number 3, which is raising a power to another power. So when we raise a power to another power, we've got to times the indices. So you've got 6 times 2, and b is the base. So you've got b, and 6 times 2 equals 12. So your final answer is b to the power 12. For this example, we've got 2b to the power 2, all raised to the power 2 again. So we times the indices, which is 4. So you've got b to the power 4. However, because we also have a 2 in the brackets, that also needs to be raised to the power 2. So you've got 2 raised to the power 2, which equals 4. So this works because, for example, let's put 2b squared times 2b squared. And then can you see from the previous laws, what you need to do is add the powers when you're timesing. And then you times 2 times 2, which equals 4. And you add the powers on top, put the base number there, put 4 there. So your answer is 4b to the power 4. And that's why raising a power to a power law works. So now we've got law number 4, which is raising to the power 0. So the rule is here, anything to the power 0 equals 1. So we've got a to the power 0 equals 1, got 596 to the power 0 equals 1, 4 to the power 0 equals 1, j to the power 0 equals 1. I'm sure you get the point. But why does this work? So for example, let's say we have a to the power 3 divided by a to the power 3. What does this equal? This is going to equal 1 because anything divided by itself equals 1. So for example, if you have 5 divided by 5 equals 1, 4 divided by 4 equals 1. Therefore, anything divided by itself equals 1. And this is why anything to the power 0 equals 1. Because let's look at it this way. So you've got a to the power 3 divided by a to the power 3. So the rule of indices tell us that when we're dividing, we must take the powers away. So 3 take away 3 equals 0. Therefore, you're going to be left with a to the power 0. And can you see these are the same calculation? Therefore, if this equals 1, then a to the power 0 also equals 1. So now we're at the end of this video. Stay tuned for the next video if you want to learn more about negative powers and fractional powers and the laws regarding them. I hope you have a little bit more of an understanding of the law of indices, and good luck. Thank you for watching.